வணக்கம் நண்பர்களே, இது உங்கள் வீர பழனிசாமி. நம்ம யூபிஎஸ்சி சிவில் சர்வீஸ் எக்ஸாமோட மெயின் எக்ஸாம் கொஸ்டின் பேப்பர் பற்றி அனலைஸ் பண்ணிகிட்டு இருக்கோம். அந்த வகையில் நம்ம ஒவ்வொரு எபிசோடாக எஸ்ஏ பார்த்தோம். ஜிஎஸ் பேப்பர் 1, 2, 3, இன்றைக்கி ஜிஎஸ் பேப்பர் 4. இது எத்திக்ஸ் பேப்பர் நம்ம பார்க்க போகிறோம். ஸோ இதில் என்னென்ன இருக்குன்னா, எத்திக்ஸு, இன்டெக்ரிட்டி அண்ட் ஆப்டிடியூடு. ஓகே, இது எல்லாம் சேர்த்து இது வருது. நம்ம இந்த கொஸ்டினை வில் ரீட் இட், ஒரு ஐடியா உங்களுக்கு கிடச்சிரும். எத்திக்ஸ் பேப்பர் ஒரு ஜென்யூனாக எப்படின்னா, ஒரு ஆள் எப்படி இருக்காங்க, அவங்க எப்படி முடிவு பண்ணுவாங்க அப்படிங்கிறது எங்கேயும் படித்து தெரிகிறதில்ல. ஒவ்வொரு ஆண்டும் வரக்கூடிய கேள்விகள் ஒவ்வொரு விதமாக இருக்கும். ஓகே, ஸோ இட் இஸ் லைக் ஒரிஜினாலிட்டி, ஜென்யூனிட்டி, யூ கேன் சி தட். சரி, நம்ம கொஸ்டின் போகலாம். ஸோ அஸ் யூஷுவல் இது ஜெனரல் ஸ்டடீஸு பேப்பர் 4 நம்ம சொல்லியாச்சு. 3 ஹவர்ஸு அண்டு 250 மார்க்ஸ் இருக்குது. இங்கே பாருங்கள், 3 ஹவர்ஸு அண்டு 250 மார்க்ஸ் மேக்ஸிமம். அந்த இன்செக்ஷன் ஹிந்தியில் இருக்குது, ஃபுல்லாக ஹிந்தியில் இருக்குது, அப்புறம் இங்கிலீஷில் இருக்குது. இங்கிலீஷை நம்ம படிப்போம். ஓகே, ரைட். கொஸ்டின் பேப்பர் அண்ட் ஸ்பெசிஃபிக் இன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன். ப்ளீஸ் ரீட் ஈச் ஆஃப் தி ஃபாலோயிங் இன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன்ஸ் கேர்ஃபுல்லி பிஃபோர் அட்டெம்ப்டிங் கொஸ்டின்ஸ். There are 12 questions divided into 2 sections, printed in both Hindi and English. நம்ம மறுபடியும் சொல்கிறோம், கொஸ்டின்ஸ் எல்லாமே இங்கிலீஷ்லேயும் ஹிந்திலேயும் மட்டும்தான் இருக்கும். எல்லா பேப்பர்லேயும் சிவில் சர்வீஸை பொறுத்தளவுக்கு மெயின் பேப்பரும் சரி, ப்ரிலிமினரியும் சரி, ப்ரிலிமினரியில் மல்டிபிள் சாய்ஸு, மெயினை பொறுத்தளவு நம்ம எழுதுறதுக்கு. பட் நம்ம எந்த லாங்குவேஜ்னு எழுதலாம். நம்ம எந்த லாங்குவேஜ் நம்ம அப்ளிகேஷனில் கொடுத்துருக்கோமோ அந்த லாங்குவேஜில் தான் நம்ம எழுதணும். அது எழுத எந்த லாங்குவேஜ் அப்படிங்கிறது ஸ்பெசிஃபிக்காக நம்ம மென்ஷன் பண்ணியிருக்கணும். நீங்கள் என்ன ஸ்பெசிஃபிக்காக லாங்குவேஜ் மென்ஷன் பண்ணியிருக்கீங்களோ அது தவிர வேறு ஏதாவது மொழியில் நீங்கள் எழுதுனீங்க, உங்கள் பேப்பர் எவாலுவேட் பண்ண மாட்டாங்க. அது கிளியராக சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. ஓகே, சரி. ஆல் தி கொஸ்டின்ஸ் ஆர் கம்பல்சரி. ஸோ நம்பர் ஆஃப் மார்க்ஸ் கேரிட் கொஸ்டின் எண்டில் போட்டிருக்காங்க. அண்ட் ஆன்சர்ஸ் மஸ்ட் பி ரிட்டர்ன் இன் தி மீடியம் ஆதரைஸ்ட் இன் தி அட்மிஷன் சர்டிஃபிகேட். பார்த்துக்குங்க, விச் மஸ்ட் பி ஸ்டேட்டட் கிளியர்லி இன் தி கவர் ஆஃப் திஸ் கொஸ்டின் கம் ஆன்சர் புக்லெட். There is a space provided. No marks will be given for answers written medium other than authorized one. And keep the word limit indicated. It's very, very important. நம்ம ஒரு பேப்பரில் நம்ம சொல்கிறோம். And any page or portion is left blank and question come answer bookletல must be striked off. Right? Right. இப்போ இதில் முக்கியமானது என்னென்னா, இது ஃபஸ்ட்டு 6 கொஸ்டின். இந்த 6 கொஸ்டினில் என்னென்னா டிவிஷன் இருக்குது. ஏபி அப்படின்ட்டு இருக்குது. ஒரே ஒரு கொஸ்டின் ஏபிசின்னு இருக்குது. ஒவ்வொரு கொஸ்டினும் 150 மதிப்பெண்கள், 10 மார்க்குகள். அது டோட்டலாகவே எவ்வளோ வருது அப்படின்னா, உங்களுக்கு ஒரு 110 வரும். அதற்கப்புறம் 130 வரும். அப்புறம் ஒரு 6 கொஸ்டின். ஐ திங்க் லெட் மீ செக் இட். எஸ். ஸோ இது 6 கொஸ்டினில் டிவிஷனோட சேர்த்து 130 மதிப்பெண் இருக்குது. செக்ஷன் பியில் ஒரு 6 கொஸ்டின், அது 120 மதிப்பெண்கள். மொத்தம் சேர்த்து 250 மதிப்பெண்கள். சரி, இந்த செக்ஷன் ஏ பற்றி பார்ப்போம். ரைட், ஃபர்ஸ்ட் கொஸ்டின் நம்ம பார்க்குறோம். தி அப்ளிகேஷன் ஆஃப் ஆர்டிஃபிஷியல் இன்டெலிஜென்ஸ் இஸ் அன் இன்டிஸ்பென்சிபிள் சோர்ஸ் ஆஃப் இன்புட் ஃபார் அட்மினிஸ்ட்ரேட்டிவ் ரேஷனல் டெசிஷன் திங்கிங் இஸ் டேட்டாபேஸ் இஷ்யூ. Critically examine, very important, critically examine the statement from the ethical point of view. In the ethical point of view. First B question. Ethics encompasses several key dimensions that are crucial in guiding individuals and organizations towards morally responsible behavior. Explain the key dimensions of ethics that influence human actions. Discuss how these dimensions shape ethical decision making in the professional context. Okay, professional context. Second question. A. It is not enough to talk about peace. One must believe in it, and it is not enough to believe in it. One must act upon it. In the present context, the major weapon industries of the developed nations are adversely influencing continuation of number of wars for their own self-interest all around the world. What are the ethical considerations of the powerful nations in today's international arena to stop continuation of ongoing conflicts? So, B question. Global warming and climatic change are outcomes of human greed and a name of development, indicating the direction in which extinction of organisms, including human beings, is heading towards the loss of life on Earth. How do you put an end to this to protect life, bring equilibrium between the society and the environment? And question 3. Given below are the three quotational great thinkers. What do each of these quotations convey to you in present context? So, this is first. Learn everything that is good from others, but bring it in and in your own way absorb it. Do not become others. Swami Vivekananda. B. Faith is no avail in the absence of strength. Faith and strength both are essential to accomplish any great work. Sardar Patel. C. In law, a man is guilty when he violates the rights of others. In ethics, he is guilty if he only thinks of doing so. Immanuel Kant. Thinkers. Okay, and next question. Fourth question. The concept of just and unjust is contextual. What was just a year back may turn out to be unjust in today's context. Changing context should be constantly under scrutiny to prevent miscarriage of justice. Examine the above statement with the suitable examples. And B part. Mindless addiction to form, ignoring the substance of the matter, results in rendering of injustice. A perceptive civil servant is one who ignores such literalness and carries out true intent. Examine the above statement with the suitable illustrations. And fifth question. The code of conduct and code of ethics are the sources of guidance in public administration. There is code of conduct already in operation where code of ethics is not yet put in place. Suggest a suitable model for code of ethics to maintain integrity, probity, transparency in governance. And B. The soul of new law, Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, BNS, is justice, equality, and impartiality based on Indian culture and ethos. Discuss this in the light of major shift from a doctrine of punishment to justice in present judicial system. So then, sixth question. A. In Indian culture and value system, an equal opportunity has been provided irrespective of gender identity. The major woman in public service has been steadily increasing over the years. Examine these gender specific challenges faced by female public servants and suggest suitable measures to increase their efficiency in discharging their duties and maintaining high standards of probity. And B question. Mission Karma Yogi is aiming for maintaining a very high standard of conduct and behavior to ensure efficiency for serving citizens and in turn developing oneself. How will this scheme empower the civil servants in enhancing productive efficiency and delivering the services at the grassroots? So, this is A part. Now we will go to B part. So, B part is 6 questions. The 6 questions are full essay. This is first one Hindi part, English part, and there will be followed by questions. Okay, it's all case study. Okay, right. There is a technological company named ABC Incorporated, which is the second largest worldwide, situated in the third world. You are the chief executive officer and majority shareholder of this company. The fast technological improvement have raised worries among environmental activists, regulatory authorities, and general public over sustainability of this scenario. You confront substantial issues about the business environmental footprint. In 2023, your organization had a significant increase of 48% greenhouse gas emissions compared to the levels recorded in 2019. The significant rise in the energy consumption is a major due to surging energy requirements of your data centers, fueled by exponential expansion of artificial intelligence. AI powered services need much more conceptual resources and electrical energy compared to conventional online activities. Notwithstanding their notable gains, the technology proliferation has led to a growing concern over the environmental repercussions, resulting in an increase in warning. AI models, those whose especially those used in extensive machine learning and data processing, exhibit much greater energy consumption than conventional computer tasks, with an exponential increase. Although there is already a commitment and goal to achieve net zero emission by 2030, the challenge of lowering emissions seems overwhelming as the integration of AI continues to increase. To achieve this goal, substantial investments in renewable energy use would be necessary. The difficulty is exacerbated by competitive environment of the technology sector, where rapid innovation is essential for preserving market standing and shareholders' worth. To achieve a balance between innovation, profitability, and sustainability, a strategic move is necessary that is in line with both business objectives and ethical applications. So, அதுக்கப்புறம் the questions are, there are 4 questions for 20 marks. What is your immediate response to challenge posed in above case? Discuss the ethical issue involved in the above case. Your company has been identified to be penalized for by technological giants. What logical ethical arguments will you put forth to convince about its necessity? Being a conscious being, what measures would you adopt to maintain balance between AI innovation and environmental footprint? It's very long. Listen and then do answer. So, 8th question, first Hindi part, English part. Okay. Raman is a senior IPS officer and has recently been posted as a DG of the state. Among the various issues and problems, challenges which needed his immediate attention, the issue related to recruitment of unemployed youth by an unknown terrorist group was a matter of grave concern. It was noted that unemployment was negatively high in the state. The problem of unemployment amongst graduates and those with higher education was much more grave. So thus they were vulnerable and soft targets. In the review meeting taken by him with the senior officers of DIG range and above, it came to light that a new terrorist group has emerged at the global level. It has launched a massive drive to recruit young unemployed people. Special focus was to pick up young people from particular community. The said organization seemed to have a clear objective of using them for carrying out military activities. It was also gathered that the said a new group is desperately trying to spread its tentacles in his state. A definite, reliable intelligence tip was received by the state CID and cyber cell that a large number of such unemployed youth have already been contacted by the terrorist outfit and group through social media and local communal organizations and other contacts. The need of the hour was to act swiftly and check these elements' designs before they assume serious proportions. Discreet Inquiries made by the police through the cyber cell revealed that good number of unemployed youth are very active in Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. On an average, many of them were spending 6 to 8 hours a day using electronic devices, internet, etc. It all came to light that such unemployed youth were showing sympathy and endorsing the messages received from certain persons. Allegedly, the contact persons of the global terrorist group. Their social media accounts revealed their strong affinity to such groups in so much in as much as many of them started forwarding anti-national tweets on their WhatsApp and Facebook, etc. It seemed that they succumbed to their ploy and started propagating secessionist ideology. Their post very hypercritical and government initiative policies and subscribing to extreme beliefs and promoting extremism. The questions are here. So there are 3 questions here. A. What are the options available to Raman to tackle the above situation? B. What measures would you suggest for strengthening an existing setup to ensure that such groups do not succeed in penetrating and vitiating the meshed atmosphere of the state? C. In the above scenario, which action plan would you advise for enhancing intelligence gathering mechanism of the police force? It's quite interesting. Then question number 9, first Hindi part. So we'll see that. Then you'll go to English. Okay, it's again a single paragraph. It's very tough to read, but I'll read it and it has 4 questions. Okay. With the multi-pronged strategy of the central and state governments, especially in the last 4 years, the Naxalite problem has been resolved to a large extent in the affected states in the country. However, there are a few pockets in certain states where Naxalite problems still persist, mainly due to involvement of foreign countries. Rohit is posted as a SP, Special Operations, for the last 1 year, is one of the districts which is still affected by the Naxalite problem. The district administration has taken a lot of development works and recent past Naxalite affected areas to win the hearts and minds of the people. Over the period of time, Rohit has established an excellent intelligence network to get the real-time information regarding movement of Naxalite cadre. To instill confidence in the public and have moral ascendancy over the Naxalites, a number of cordons and search operations are being conducted by the police. Rohit, who himself was leading one of the contingents, got a message through his intelligence sources that about 10 hardcore Naxalites were hiding in the particular village and with sophisticated weapons. Without wasting any time, Rohit reached this target village with his team and laid out foolproof cordon and started carrying out systematic search. During the search, his team managed to overpower all the Naxalites group along with their automatic weapons. However, in the meantime, more than 500 tribal women surrounded the village and started marching towards the target house. They were shouting and demanding the immediate release of the insurgents since they are their protectors and saviors. The situation on the ground was becoming very critical and tribal women were extremely agitated and aggressive. Rohit tried to contact his superior officer IG Special Operations of the state on the radio set and mobile phone but failed to do so. Poor connectivity. Rohit was in a great dilemma since out of Naxalites apprehended, 2 were not only hardcore top insurgents with prize money of more than 10 lakh rupees per bar on their heads, but were also involved in recent ambush of the security forces. However, if he did not release the Naxalites, the situation would get out of control since the tribal women were aggressively charging towards them. In that case, control the situation, Rohit might have resort to firing the way lead to valuable loss of lives and civilians would further complicate the situation. It's very, 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 very super. And questions. A. What are the options available with Rohit to cope up the situation? B. What are the ethical dilemma being faced by Rohit? Which of the options do you think would be more appropriate for Rohit to adopt and why? In the present situation, what are the extra precautionary measures to be taken by the police dealing with women protesters? Quite interesting. And 10th question, so it's Hindi part, then we'll go down and English. So it's single only, it's very off page. So let's see that. Sneha is a Sneha is a senior manager working for a big reputed hospital chain in mid-sized city. She has been made in charge of new super specialty center that hospital is building with the state-of-art equipment and world-class medical facilities. The building has been reconstructed and she is starting the process of procurement for various equipments and machines. As the head of the committee responsible for procurement, she has invited bids from all the interested reputed vendors dealing with medical equipment. She notices that her brother, who is a well-known supplier in this domain, has also sent his expression of interest. Since the hospital is the hospital is privately owned, it is not mandatory for her to select only lower bidder. Also, she is aware that her brother company has been facing some financial difficulties and big supply order will help him recover. At the same time, allocating the contract to her brother might bring charges of favoritism against her and tarnish her image. The hospital management trusts her fully and would report and support any decision of hers. So there are three questions. What should Sneha's course of action? How would she justify what she chooses to do? In this case, how medical ethics compromise with the vested personal interest? Very, very, very interesting questions. Okay. 11th question. With the summer heat being exceptionally severe in this year, the district has been facing severe water shortage. The district collector has been mobilizing his subordinate officials to conserve and maintaining water reserves for preventing the district from plunging into acute drinking water crisis. Along with awareness campaign, the conserving water, strict measures have been taken to stopping the over-exploitation of groundwater. Vigilance teams have been deployed to tour the villages and to find the farmers who are drawing water from deep borewells or from the river reservoir for irrigation. The farmers are agitated by such an action. A delegation of farmers meets the district collector and with their issues and complaints that while they were not being allowed to irrigate their crops, big industries located near the river are drawing huge amounts of water through deep borewells for their industrial process. The farmers allege that their administration is anti-farmer and corrupt, being bribed by the industry. The district needs to placate the farmers as they are threatened to go on prolonged protest. At the same time, the district collector has to deal with the water crisis. The industry cannot be closed as this results in large number of workers being unemployed. The questions are: A. Discuss all options available to the district collector as a district magistrate. B. What suitable actions can be taken in view of mutually compatible interests of the stakeholders? C. What are the potential administrative and ethical dilemma for the district collector? Right? So, the last question we'll see that. So, this is the last question. We'll see. Dr. Srinivasan is a senior scientist working for a reputed biotechnology company known for its cutting-edge research in pharmaceuticals. Dr. Srinivasan is heading a research team working on a new drug aimed at treating rapidly spreading variant of new viral infection disease. The disease has been rapidly spreading across the world, and the cases reported in the country are increasing. There is a huge pressure on Dr. Srinivasan team to expedite the trials to the drug as the significant market for it. And the company wants to get the first mover advantage in the market. During the team meeting, some senior team members suggest that some shortcut for expediting the clinical trials and for the drug and for getting the requisite approvals. These include manipulating data and exclude some negative outcomes and selectively reporting positive results, foregoing the process of informed consent and using compounds already patented by the rival company rather than developing one's own component. Dr. Srinivasan is not comfortable taking such shortcuts. At the same time, he realizes meeting the targets is impossible without using the means. So the questions are, what would you do in such a situation? Here, what would you do? B. Examine your options and consequences in the right and ethical questions involved. C. How can a data ethics and drug ethics save humanity at large in such a scenario? Right? So this is very common, and in fact it's a detailed study. நம்ம எல்லாம் ஃபுல்லாக படிச்சிட்டோம். ஸோ லிசன் பண்ணுங்கள். ஐ ஹோப் இட்ஸ் யூஸ்ஃபுல் அண்ட் கோ த்ரூ இட். ஸோ தேங்க்யூ வெரி மச். ஸோ வேறு ஏதாவது கொஸ்டின்ஸு முடிஞ்சதுன்னா we'll see the general English and general Tamil also will get the question. We'll just update it. So thank you very much.
வீடியோ உங்களுக்கு பிடிச்சிருந்தா லைக் பண்ணுங்க, ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க, சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணுங்க, கமெண்ட் பண்ணுங்க, பெல் ஐக்கன் பிரஸ் பண்ண மறந்து போயிடாதீங்க. அப்பதான் நாங்க போஸ்ட் பண்ற வீடியோவோட நோட்டிஃபிகேஷன் உங்களுக்கு வரும்.